Hello, we're back with another sniff and rate, and this time I got a really special one. I ordered some samples. I paid for some samples from a place called Happyland, based in Ohio. I saw this first on Ross Carlos's TLTG Reviews, but other people have reviewed these. I think he makes like 16 fragrances, and multiple reviewers have reviewed these. I didn't want to get a full bottle of any. So I got 5 samples I ordered, and now 6 was given or was sent with my order. And I think this is the newest one. It's called Cripple Creek. But I'm going to tell you what's in order here. The first one is called Signature. The next one's called Homme for the Holidays. This is called Rhyolite. This is called Barbershop. This is called Amberland. And I got those 5 because when I looked at all the ones they had, I thought maybe we'll like those 5. And then again, we got Cripple Creek. And one of the things before we do this, I got to mention, that whole story about me just being new to fragrances and 2 years ago not wearing them. The reason I waited 2 years to order these is because when you look at the reviews from various people, these are very strong fragrances. Some people say they have a lot of oil in them and a lot of mixed notes in there. Notes that maybe I won't like, mixed together. So we're not really sure what the sniffer rate's going to be like between me and Miss Floss, because she also doesn't like real strong fragrances. That being said, we're going to start, and hopefully we're in for some. I think these 5, I'm going to like any of them. I'm going to like one of these 5. So the first one's Signature. I'm going to spray it, and what I'll probably do is, it takes a little time to spray these. I'll probably spray each of them and just sit it there for a minute, and then we'll go ahead. Ho, ho, ho. And then, we'll figure out how to do this without sliding it across the room. I probably should have primed these beforehand. Oh, you can actually smell that these are going to be different than anything we've rated before. So, and they're kind of hard to do because they're little samples. I'm probably wasting a lot of that. Yeah, I can already smell. That these are a little tougher for us, a little different. And then I got to aim that right, so the bottle's a little tough. I think I got some on my hands. So bear with us. This is the first time we've ever did it with so many sample bottles. Okay. And then we'll do the final one. And then we'll both talk about what we smell on each of them. And I remember I got Parkinson's a little bit there, so bear with me on that too. Okay, so I'm going to do the first one. I'm going to shake it. And it's called Signature. And this one I was thinking maybe Mrs. Floss might like. Now, I might have sprayed my hands with some stuff, so I'm not really sure. So I'm going to hand that to my wife, Mrs. Floss. She'll be looking at the camera like she'll yell at me. And see her reaction, if she smells what I smell, without looking at her eyes and seeing what her reaction is. I'll let her say her reaction.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Well, what's the number? You have a number?
About 6.
Okay, that's good. You know what's interesting about this one? It has sort of like a honey, cinnamon, blueberry. I did write some notes down: tobacco, oud, cashmere, and with that honey oud, she actually likes Florist honey oud. It's one of her favorites on me. Out of the strong ones that I have, she actually likes honey oud on me. So this one she could have liked. It's Signature, and it smelled good to me too. I don't want to give it a rating. Well, maybe I should. Right off the bat, I would give that about a 6. Just saying. The next one, Homme for the Holidays. This one gets really mixed things. Some people love it, and then some of the reviewers I follow just didn't quite get it. And I'm going to say I like this. This one I would give a 7 or an 8 to, even though it's something I may not wear. It's a gourmand. And it's a strong coffee, I think. Yeah, you can smell the coffee. And I like coffee, though. So I actually like this. I would give this a 7 or 8.
Not me.
Not her. So what do you give it, Mrs. Fritz?
Probably about a 4.
A 4. Okay, let's see. Wait a minute. You gave that one. We're supposed to be writing these down. I think she gave that a 6. I gave that a 6. And she gave this a 4, and I'm giving it an 8. So there we are with that. She only gives that a 4, but, you know, initial reactions on paper always changes. And what I said about strong fragrances, you have to take that with a... we're not reviewers also. Wow, this one... I don't really get much out of this. And these are really supposed to be strong fragrances. I don't really get anything out of this. I'm going to give it a 5 just because I really can't smell much on it. So, which has a lot. I don't understand why I don't smell anything on that. Or could we couldn't be going nose blind from the first 2, I don't think.
It has a light
Yeah.
scent.
And I didn't think any of them had light scents. This is Rhyolite, so if it does have a light scent and that's what we're picking up, or maybe with my shaking, maybe I missed the whole thing. I don't know. But to me, it really didn't have much of scent. So we're both going to give that a 5. And the next one's Barbershop. This is the one I actually wanted. That of all these, if I was going to buy one based on everything I knew about them, the Barbershop I wanted to try. And I have some Barbershop fragrances. And I guess you could call this a Barbershop fragrance. Although, yeah, it's kind of late also. I mean, maybe I missed all these. I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, it's supposed to have bitter orange in it, basil, ambroxan, and pepper, and I'm just looking at some of these notes. Oak moss musk, tonka bean, lavender. I'm only going to give that a 5 too. I Barbershop, yeah. I don't know.
Here, smell it this way.
Yeah, same thing I was smelling, yeah. Maybe I'm going nose blind. So bear with us. Maybe we're going...
This smells good.
There we go. It's good to Miss Floss. What is it?
About a 7.
7. And she does like, I do have some Barbershop type ones that she does like. So that's a good. And then this one's Amberland. And this is another one I thought I might like. I don't know if I got so much from those first 2 in my hands, you know. It's going to be interesting to do this on skin instead of paper. Because lately on paper, Again, I'm only going to give it a 5. I'm just going to give it a 5. And that's like 3 in a row I gave a 5 to. And this is really, for me, it's really confusing because these are supposed to be really strong.
I'll give it a 6 or something. Yeah,
and you can smell it?
Yeah.
Different than the other one?
Do it on that side.
Yeah, and she did 6. So she's got a better nose than I do too. So you got to understand that. The Homme, the one that has all the fragrances, she's the one that really can catch a fragrance here and there. And this is the one, now the Cripple Creek I didn't order. And I wouldn't have ordered this because supposedly it has a real strong bourbon or whiskey flavor. And I don't really have too many ones that are boozy. And I'm going to give this one, now this one I can smell. You know, it has bourbon, amberette in it, caramel, lime, rose, ambergris, musk, amber. And I'm going to give this one, this new Cripple Creek, I'm going to give this an 8. I actually like this. So, I mean, I like them all. But I'm giving that an 8. So, obviously my sense of smell isn't gone.
I'll agree.
And she agrees with that. So, Cripple Creek, thank you for, first of all, thank you for sending this extra sample. It's the one that got the highest marks. And we both like that. Not saying we don't both like all of them. That's an important thing when we do these sniff and rates that we've learned. what we smell on paper is not what we smell on skin. Everybody should know that. Maybe I should have put them all on skin. Maybe one day we'll start doing that, but I bought all these paper things for these videos. And I do know that it changes. And looking at the notes, because I did write all the notes down for each of them, there's no reason for any of these I shouldn't like, because I do have, a lot of fragrances, and some of them have these combinations. And my biggest impression about doing this is, and this would come from Mike D. He has a series of reviews on these, and he's the one that mentions that, the oils in them, they're pretty strong, and he's had to take a bath 4 times to get the oil off his skin, and he shows you the oil on his skin. And so I might have psyched myself up that, hey, these are going to be monster or whatever fragrances. And literally, 3 of them, these 3 back here, Rhyolite, Barbershop, and Amberland, I gave them 5s because I barely could smell them. On the other hand, I gave Homme for the Hollidays and Cripple Creek 8s, and I gave Signature a 6. And I don't know if it's because I couldn't smell it. I don't know. So that's our rating. That's a pretty good rating. To recap, Miss Floss gave Signature 6. She gave Homme for the Holidays 4, but that's because I think I know why. She doesn't like really coffee and all that. But she gave Rhyolite a 5, but then she gave Barbershop a 9, and I was very surprised by that. But she does like barbershops. And she gave Amberland a 6, and she gave Cripple Creek an 8. So it looks like the ones we're probably going to come matched on are, I'm going to like Homme for the Holidays. We're probably both going to like Barbershop, even though I only gave it a 5. I think that's because I didn't smell it too well. And Cripple Creek. So there's a couple in here we probably will order a full bottle from once we try it on skin and I wear it for a day and she actually gets to smell it throughout the whole day. I could see myself ordering some of these. But again, we're not reviewers. I am not a reviewer. I'm just a guy that got into fragrances 2 years ago, and I'm not suggesting anybody buy into these based on what I just want to check them out for myself, and I'm glad I did. And that being said, we do have samples from Gallagher that we're going to do the same thing for, but we're not going to do that until March. Gallagher, I'm going to do in St. Patrick's month. And I'm looking forward to doing that. And I was looking forward to doing this. So if our videos, we're not going to redo this video. If there's mistakes in here or anything, it's just the way it is. That's how we always do these videos. We just do them and put them up there. So with that, have a nice day and talk to you later.